Hello, assalamu alaikum. This is me, Abdul Latif Al Khayat again. I have a different approach now. I did present 11 sessions introducing some general ideas, some general lines from Jawdat Said, something of a review. Now I take up 10 of his works, 5 books, his main books really, and some shorter things, devoting just one session to each. And I try to follow a chronological order, starting with the first book, Madhab Ibn Adam al-Awwal, the way or the direction of Adam's first or better son, Adam's better son. The reference is clear, I hope. The 2 sons and one threatening to kill, to murder the other, and the other says, no, I will not stretch my hand to kill you or to murder you, because I fear God, Lord of the worlds. And that is mentioned in the Quran, and he in fact starts with quoting this story from the Quran. I think it is chapter 5. The idea here is that the Muslims have not gone through birth. Yes, physical birth, every one of us has gone through it, but intellectual and cultural birth, they have not gone through that. They still hold on to old things, to old ideas that are no longer justified. They were never justified, but now things have been revealed. More evidence from history and from the facts of the world have been revealed. We have the way of the prophets, ending in Muhammad, peace be upon him and upon all of them, which is that the truth must stand out and falsehood must stand out. And when truth stands out, then falsehood must diminish and disappear. And that is a Quranic thing. جاء الحق وزهق الباطل. When truth comes out and is established, through declarations, through presenting, through speaking, and the most efficient and clear language, and again and again and again. That is the way of the prophets. That our job is to speak out and to clarify and to bring to your mind light and to make you see and watch. And the others would say, no, if you don't stop, we'll punish you, we'll kill you, we'll exile you, something like that. And the prophets kept going on. There is love and knowledge on the one side, and revenge and silencing on the other. Tyrannical, oppressive way. So Jawdat Said says, when the Muslims confuse things, they did not understand that to establish truth and the true way of rule, there is no chance for using violence, arms, weaponry, assassination, explosions. That is not the way. That will not establish truth and a good way. In fact, there is no way of removing or sweeping away a false way with violence. Violence, results into violence, and a perverted way, it leads to a perverted way. So the way to Rashidun, that is the way of the Prophet and the first 4 caliphs, was choice of people. You reach your place by the choice of people. No alternative. No alternative. From after the 4 caliphs until today, it is the sword that decides somebody's position or lack of it. So you see here Muslims did believe and do believe that the best thing is that the way of the Rashidun, that it is people who choose. But they believed also, that is the mistake, that to reach that place is not in the hands of people, not in our hands. It is just a given, it is just a grant from God. It is because these people were beloved that He gave them that there is no human way to reach that place. And this is the mistake, because humanity has achieved that. Sometimes He says, you see those people that we condemn sometimes, the West and all that, they now will transfer rule in a peaceful way. And that, He says, is nearer to God and His Prophet than our way of waiting for violent ways. And the Muslims are now not doing jihad, but the way of Khawarij, the way of jumping at somebody, removing him by force, or just doing nothing. It is both. In both cases, they believe that violent ways is the way, and that is not true in Islam, nor in history. History tells us that those who used violence and coercion and compulsion fell, like the Soviet Union, and people who adopt peaceful ways, like the European Union, after all the violence of many centuries, and each being arrogant and raising themselves above the others, the Germans, the British, the French, they sat on equal terms, on equal footing. Yes, we must reach a better solution, and they did. This way is shown to be true and to be in history and in the Quran and Sunnah, because the Prophet told several of his companions in authentic hadiths, traditions, I mean, that the way when there is turmoil and disturbance, you withdraw, you hold away, and you keep off of all that. Even if somebody comes into your home, you do not kill. So you see here, jihad is true and is right. And some people say Jawdat Saeed abolishes jihad and tries to discard. No, I don't, he says. Jihad must be, but it has its place. Two conditions really. One, in you, the person who does it, it must be a ruler that has reached his place or her place by the choice and acceptance and approval and wish of the people. And the Prophet himself, peace be upon him, the greatest of his age and great prophet, would not accept to reach his place except by the choice of people. The second condition, the people or the person you fight must be one who uses compulsion, exile, killing, threatening, to get people desert their faith or enter a faith. That is the only way, and that is the way to a healthy society. Thank you very much.